The business of debt. Who really profits? Debt is often treated like a personal failure, something to fear, something to avoid. Yet globally, debt has never been higher. So the real question isn't why people borrow, it's who profits when they do. Debt isn't just personal. Governments depend on it. Corporations rely on it. Banks are built on it. Modern economies assume one thing: future income will repay today's spending. This isn't a mistake, it's the design. And once you see that, debt stops looking like a personal problem and starts looking like a system. Most people are taught to see debt morally. Good choices avoid it, bad choices create it. But systems don't operate on morality. They operate on incentives. And debt exists because, structurally, it solves more problems for the system than it creates. Here's something most people are never told. When a bank gives a loan, it doesn't lend existing money. The money is created digitally the moment the loan is approved. For the bank, the loan becomes an asset, and the interest becomes long-term income. For the borrower, the loan becomes an obligation tied to future income. From that moment onward, behavior changes. This predictability, not the money itself, is what makes debt valuable. Debt produces something rare in economics: stable, predictable cash flow. Unlike ownership, debt doesn't dilute control, doesn't depend on success, and generates returns even without growth. That's why institutions prefer lending to owning. Debt scales cleanly. Risk is spread. It inflates ownership. For governments, debt buys time. It allows spending without immediate taxation. It softens economic shocks. It stabilizes consumption. Debt isn't just financing. It's control over volatility. For individuals, debt behaves differently. It shapes career choices, risk tolerance, and willingness to change. Long-term debt doesn't just cost money, it reduces flexibility. People become cautious, predictable, stable. This isn't weakness, it's rational behavior under obligation. Here's the deeper imbalance. The system rewards creating debt, managing debt, and trading debt. It does not reward reducing dependency, increasing independence, or eliminating exposure. That's why debt education focuses on repayment, not on understanding how the system itself works. Debt isn't the problem. How debt is used is the problem. Institutions use debt to increase working capital, smooth cash flow, expand capacity, and preserve ownership. Debt becomes leverage. Individuals often use debt to sustain consumption, offset stagnant income, or delay pressure. Same tool, very different outcomes. At its core, debt does one thing. It pulls future income into the present. When future income grows, debt expands flexibility. When future income stalls, debt becomes restrictive. The system rewards borrowing against growth, not borrowing against survival. Debt is not good or bad. It's a mechanism. And like any mechanism, it benefits those who understand its structure. The real issue isn't whether debt should exist, but whether people are taught how the system around debt actually profits. Because once you understand that, you stop seeing debt as a moral failure and start seeing it as a system that rewards clarity, control, and purpose. If this kind of research-driven explanation helps you see the world more clearly, consider liking the video, sharing it with someone who might find it useful, and subscribing to the Insight Bureau for more insights on money, business, and technology.